Okay, so we need to get ourselves some circles for assignment 2. Best way to do that is to use the ellipse tool. I've got mine selected here. I've got it set to black fill and no stroke. Typically, probably turn the stroke off for most of the designs in here, this week especially. There will be times where you want to turn it on, but not this week. Alright, so we need circles. So I'm going to hold the shift key while I pull the ellipse out. Use the selection key over here, and I can see that I have a nice circle. And that, I would say, is enough for step 1. Now I want to make a white circle. So I'm going to go up here and make sure my ellipse tool is selected, and I'm going to make a white circle. Here's something like that. Again, selection tool. See, it's the way it's cutting out there is actually kind of interesting. I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. Next thing I want to do is I actually want to copy and paste the white circle, and then I'm going to make it black. And then I can click on my stage, and it deselects it. But I just wanted it the same size as the white. Let's see. I actually think I want it a little smaller, so I'm going to hold shift to keep it a circle, and I'm going to grab that corner. I'm going to bring it in there. So there's 3 circles right now that make a nice little, very simple interaction of shape. This white circle here is sort of almost implied by that, but it does some nice things. I'm going to try one more white circle. I'm going to see what we can get, see if it makes any bit of difference at all. What happens if we stick that in the middle? What if it goes off to the side? Okay, sure. So there's one cell. After I do that, I'm going to highlight the whole thing, and then I'm going to go up to the Object menu and group it. This is a way I like to just keep track of things, so when I click on it, the whole group gets selected because it is a single group. From there, I can copy and paste. There's a couple different ways to do it, but right now I'll just do it this way. You see, let's see. Line them up there. Just keep pasting them out. So you can use that as a way of creating your images. You can even overlap them if you'd like. There's some things, interesting things that can happen there. But whatever design concept you're working on, you can use this single cell as a starting point. So I can grab that. And I also like if I hold shift while I'm rotating it, it forces it to those 45 and 90 degrees. And then line up from there. So depending on what concept you're wanting to work with, this would be a great way to do it. That's just a little ugly there. Okay. And this here is going to be 2 to 4 circles arranged in a way 2 to 4 times. I did mention that some of these concepts work better if you repeat it multiple times, more than 2 to 4. So I think that could be something you'd think about. Heck, I could even repeat this. You'll see how quickly I can just tile this out. Actually, I'm going to even do it the faster way. So if your design calls for, let's get rid of that. If your design calls for having multiple tiles, that's a good way to do it. Let's see, and then this goes back to the cropping video, which I did not post, but I probably should. So there's our repeated tile design that I think looks pretty nice with those units. But anyway, it's up to what your design calls for, and you'll sort of work with that. And circles are pretty limiting, but they're pretty fun. And you'll start to find that there's actually quite a bit you can do with them. So hopefully that offers a little bit of clarity. As always, if you've got questions, just let me know and we'll see what we can come up with.